It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, facing an excellent team on hostile ground, they'll need to play a complete game, start to finish. We'll see if they can pull off the upset. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability—
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah,
he's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
And it's going to be a tough stretch of games here coming up. I know they're excited for it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for this group to find out exactly where they are in this league.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs, around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Garrett Temple, and it's Green in at the center position. James against Anderson. Passes it to Conley. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Conley feeling it out. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. McGee with the block. James against Anderson. LeBron kicks to Ball. Back to James. Stolen by Jackson. Ball against Conley. And there's the pass to Green. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Here's Temple. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Here's James. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 2. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McGee with the block. Ball against Conley. Pass to McGee. Back to Ball. He feeds it to McGee. That one falls. McGee's got his first points of the game.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Green. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Ball. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to James. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And we get a break in the action. Let's check out the leaders in steals. Fifth on the list, Kyle Anderson.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the middle, here's Green. A rebound by the Lakers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers. And, Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office had been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron.
2 shots.
Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
First one falls for him.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
And both free throws, good for James. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And here is Conley after LeBron James hitting the 3. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Conley outside. Knocks down the three ball.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
Here's Caldwell Pope coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Puts it up from 17 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Memphis. Feeds it to James. Out to the right wing. Ball with a wide-open look. No good on the three. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Temple. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Green. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. He can't get that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Lakers. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. There's something timeless about a star tandem, Clark. Jordan and Pippen, Kobe and Shaq, Steph and KD. What's needed for guys at that level to play together and coexist?
I think the biggest thing is an appreciation and respect for one another. I mean, that to me is the beginning point of coexisting at a high level, because you're going to have some friction, you're going to have some disagreements, but all of that can be put to the side when there's great appreciation and respect for each other and a real focus on what we're trying to get done. You get that in place, then the talent will rise to the very top.
Here's Harrison. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Lakers leading by 5. Rondo kicks to Hart. Pass to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the inside. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by Jackson.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Rondo scanning the floor. He kicks it to Ingram. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Ingram. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Lakers leading by 6. Inside, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And here's a look at the stats for Jackson. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
No good on the free throw. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the 1st or 2nd, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
He's off on the second. And the length and wingspan of Brandon Ingram gives him, Clark, so many advantages on the court.
Yeah, it's actually what GMs and coaches like to see. His reach and size comparable to guys like KD and Giannis. bothers shots on defense, and he can actually get his shot whenever he wants to. Because of his length, his upside as a player on both ends, I think, is what's exciting for the Lakers.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now here's Brooks. We saw him with 10 points last game. Here's Parsons, kicks to Jackson. The pass to Harrison, 6 to shoot. But they recover it. Caspi finds Brooks from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Hart. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Parsons. Beasley, the pass to Ingram. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, his size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Now here's Parsons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
And so it's the Lakers with it after Memphis gets the 3. Hart kicks to Ingram. Pass to Zubac. Here's Hart. Lakers working the ball around now. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Here's Caspi. Excellent D there from Beasley.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Harrison passes to Jackson. Brooks right side. Beasley against Parsons. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Brooks outside. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Brooks has got 5 now.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They lead by 7. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. Beasley out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
And it's blocked. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
James checked in for Los Angeles. All comes in for Rajon Rondo. Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Caspi. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Ball with it. Conley picks him up. Beasley outside. 5 to shoot. Parsons with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Stevenson outside. Passes it to James. Kicks it out to Beasley. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Brooks outside. Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And if you look at his free throw.
Whoa! Talk about bringing it. And Ball showing you nice activity on the defensive end there, Kevin. Causing problems because of that reach and the quick hands.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Conley. Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. James against Brooks. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Grizzlies. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
Memphis shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Michael Beasley. Then for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Brooks. That free throw good from Harrison. Los Angeles leading by 6. Down low, McGee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. McGee's got his second bucket tonight.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Outside Conley, and the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer no good. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
And another basket for the Lakers.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in.
And checking out the numbers here for Harrison. How last month turned out for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now. Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
LeBron left side. McGee trying to break free. Offline with his 3.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Harrison kicks to Anderson. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Here's Temple, covered by LeBron. The layup missed. Lakers leading by 8. Lakers passing it around, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Harrison passes to Green. Here's Temple. James covering. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to Kuzma. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Conley kicks to Temple. Outside, Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got 5 points so far. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. There's the pass to Ball. A floater, and he lays it up and in. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Pulls up. It's tipped, and they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Temple gets the bucket. He's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
James finds McGee. And here is Ball. Now Kuzma. Covered by Conley. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside Conley. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. To the paint, here's Caldwell Pope. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Ingram against Anderson. Now Ingram over Caspi, and it's Ingram missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Los Angeles leading by 10. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Cans it from downtown. Kuzma's got 11 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here is Caspi. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The Grizzlies with another miss. This one for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep.
And Temple kicks to Conley. Looking to end the run. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is health. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as reliable as it gets in running his team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. A crafty defender, he also has really elevated his game offensively.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Kuzma, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Kuzma's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Temple, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Over Conley. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Caspi. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Outside Rondo. Now here's Ingram. Defense right on him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Memphis also making some changes. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Garrett Temple. On defense, Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Stolen by Michael Conley. Ingram against Parsons. Out to Brooks. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Here's McGee. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, excellent execution that time, partner. Don't want to give the opponent any time to get them back.
And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. A big night so far for Kyle Kuzma. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Conley, and it's Green in at the 5 down low.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Ball against Jackson. Doubled by Conley. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Kuzma kicks to James. Pass the ball. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Ball's got 7.
Yeah, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water, and was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key, and his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. On the wing, James. He's covered by Anderson. Yep, that one goes. 13 points for LeBron.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Caldwell Pope right side. He kicks it to Ball. Back to Caldwell Pope. Passes it to James. Over Anderson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 15 points for LeBron.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Temple finds Green. Over in the corner, Conley. Jackson trying to break free. Conley's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
James against Anderson, and Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. Many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
First free throw is good. And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And that's an air ball, not even close.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jackson looking around. Anderson outside. Off target from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Wasn't the easiest of rookie years last season for Lonzo Ball. Came in with a lot of hype and high expectations. Yet, you got to keep big picture in mind. Overall, a solid start to his career, and he showed why he is viewed as such a promising prospect. Can't give up on this kid yet.
Harrison's checked in for Mike Conley. Jackson kicks to Harrison. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The shot that time not on target. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Anderson. They get it again. And Green is right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And here is Ball. 7 points in the game. Here's McGee. And Jackson with the block. And they get it back. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's Jackson atop the key. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Los Angeles. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
James with it. 15 points in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Unable to get that one. Good D by LeBron.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Fires the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Temple. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers leading by 18. To the middle. Stolen by Anderson. Now the pass to Temple. They kick it out to Green. Here's Harrison. Yes, that goes in. Harrison's got 9.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's James. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Harrison scanning the floor. The dish to Temple. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Lakers leading by 14.
Timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Ingram comes in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Then for the Grizzlies, Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Caspi comes in for Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for Garrett Temple. Good work there as it goes.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And Caspi kicks to Jackson. Parsons outside, takes a 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Ingram. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 12 points for him.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
Back to Brooks. Here's Harrison. 9 points in the game so far. Got a piece of it. Outside Rondo. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brooks against Caldwell Pope. Now Caspi. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. Lakers leading by 15. Here's Ingram. Rebound by Caspi. Caspi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harrison passes to Jackson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
It's Ingram on the wing. Beasley outside. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Beasley. 14 points for Brandon Ingram. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Harrison. He's got 9. Brooks outside. Back to Harrison. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. Now here's Rondo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Up top, Stevenson. It's on target from the high post. Stevenson's got 6 points.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Harrison passes to Jackson. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Ingram against Parsons. They get a hand on it. And here is Brooks. He has 5. Count that bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Los Angeles leading by 11. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Parsons. Parsons with some nice D.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Brooks outside. Passes it to Harrison. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Rondo gets the bucket.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Brooks against Rondo. Brooks kicks to Harrison. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Here's Harrison. He's got 11. Caspi finds Jackson. Now Caspi. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season.
One shot.
Especially in close games, guys.
The free throw drops for Caspi. Beasley outside. Right side, Rondo. Off on that one. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Rajon Rondo is out there with Hart. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Beasley. And it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Substitution for the Grizzlies. Kyle Anderson.
Conley against Rondo. Beasley right side. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rondo, good. Rondo's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here. It's for Los Angeles. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Conley with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Conley against Rondo. Conley the pass to Green. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Hart kicks to McGee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Beasley, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo.
One shot on the lane.
That's good from McGee. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Anderson outside. Shoots over Ingram. And it's off the back rim. No good. LA is gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Out to the right wing. Ball against Conley. Got a piece of it. McGee the pass to Ball. He dishes it to Ingram. 3-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Pass the ball. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Temple's checked in. It's stolen by Green. Parsons up top, guarded by Kuzma. Conley with it.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Conley drops them both. Lakers leading by 14. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Stolen by Anderson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Knocked away. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Just 5 to shoot, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And so it's Memphis with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points and stolen by James.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later. Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Conley with it, now guarded by Ball. Lets a floater go, and Conley lays it in.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Ball against Green. Ball no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end, love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
That's tipped, and he gets it back. Green inside the three-point line, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Mark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
And both free throws good for LeBron. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Temple. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Lakers leading by 13 to the paint. Hart, that's good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Poked away. Temple dishes to Conley. And here's Anderson from the arc. No good on the shot.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Hart. He's off on the second. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Conley finds Parsons. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Green, the pass to Anderson. Ball against Conley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anderson, and it's blocked by McGee.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Lakers leading by 16. Now here's LeBron. And the pass to Kuzma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That one is off.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Outside Conley.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Shooting for Memphis, Michael Conley.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Conley drops them both. And here is Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma. Got a piece of it. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Here's the three. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And that one against the Pistons, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Green finds Jackson. Anderson against LeBron. Anderson passes to Green. From outside, off the mark.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Passes to Kuzma. Ball with it. From beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Conley. And another miss by Memphis. Lakers leading by 14. Here's Kuzma, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Kuzma's got 19 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Conley inside the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Kuzma, that's good.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Jackson. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. A 3-ball. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by LeBron.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Anderson kicks to Jackson. Shoots over Kuzma. Jackson misses. Lakers leading by 22. Kicks it out to James. And again, it's the Lakers.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
And he gets it to go. 21 points for Conley.
You know, I think he's been a steady, reliable option so far, but it's not enough. They need him to take charge, be more assertive on the offensive end.
Here's LeBron. Out to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Ball with the bucket.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Kuzma.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Conley for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so. Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. Outside Conley. Here's Jackson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Ball, the pass to James. Now here's Kuzma. Pass the ball. Lakers passing it around. Caldwell Pope up top, guarded by Jackson. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so far, it's been an eye for an eye in this season series. They'll get the retribution they came for tonight, making it one apiece here on the year with one left to go against Memphis.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And tempo kicks to Conley. To the paint, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Now James. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.